For the world's ultimate elite, a $500 million superyacht is no longer enough to stand out. The real flex? The military-grade shadow fleet tracking directly behind it that carries the toys, helicopters, and private submersibles that are simply too massive for a luxury yacht to hold. In this video, we are counting down 5 secret billionaire shadow vessels that shouldn't exist. You'll see a floating, high-security fortress equipped with an actual multi-million-dollar genetic DNA sequencing laboratory, and an 80-meter Titan with a deck so massive that when the toys hit the water, it transforms into a full-sized outdoor basketball court. Before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Wall Street Wolfie, and let us know in the comments what you think about this secret billionaire shadow vessels. Number 5. The Gene Chaser. It was on the Gene Chaser that a super-sensitive, rapid result COVID-19 test was born. That sentence alone tells you everything you need to know about why Dr. Jonathan Rothberg is different from every other billionaire on this list. Dr. Jonathan Rothberg, the owner of the Amel's 180 superyacht Gene Machine, refitted the 55-meter support vessel Blue Ocean into a dedicated scientific support yacht, converting the main saloon into a working wet and dry laboratory, while other interior areas were used for conferences and educational purposes. The problem that triggered the entire project was both mundane and historic. During the coronavirus pandemic, Gene Machine became crowded with laboratory people, and Rothberg realized he needed a dedicated boat for these efforts. So he bought a second ship, not for his family, not for extra guest capacity, but for the scientists. Gene Chaser can sleep 11 visiting scientists and host up to 40 researchers, and covered a staggering 38,235 nautical miles in 2023, making it the most traveled vessel that year according to Boat Pro. Rothberg himself describes the arrangement with characteristic clarity. Gene Machine is for family, the Four Seasons, and Gene Chaser is for work, more akin to the Holiday Inn Express. Around 95% of work is done on Gene Chaser. The man invented DNA sequencing, developed the portable MRI, and pioneered at-home COVID testing. He happened to do some of it on a boat. Most billionaires bring chefs and security on holiday. Rothberg brought 4 full-time scientists, a molecular biology lab, 3D printers, and a machine shop, and then bought a separate vessel so none of it would disturb the children. Number 4. The Hodor. The Hodor doesn't follow a primary superyacht, it shadows one, and the distinction matters. Dubbed the world's largest floating toy box, the 66-meter Hodor is the first hull in Incat Crowther's Shadowcat range and boasts enough deck space to house every toy imaginable. Among Hodor's cargo is a 7.3-meter Novarania catamaran rib, a 9-meter metal shark landing craft, and an insane 388 skater raceboat capable of a genuine 240 kilometers per hour. That last line bears emphasis, a boat that travels at 240 kilometers per hour. That is not a tender. That is an attack craft that belongs in a Bond film and happens to be stored in the hull of a floating garage at sea. Hodor carries all of this: the racing boat, a personal submarine, multiple tenders, dive gear, jet skis, additional crew facilities, because the primary yacht it shadows, the luxury vessel Lonian, maintains its space for guests rather than equipment. The vessel operates as an entire floating logistics base, deployed alongside the main yacht so that the flagship never looks or feels like a warehouse. What most people don't calculate is the annual cost of running a second vessel purely to carry the first vessel's equipment. $3 to $5 million per year in operational costs for a boat whose sole purpose is carrying things that don't fit on the other boat. The real luxury isn't owning the race boat that does 240 kilometers per hour. It's owning a second ship to store it. Number 3. The U-81. Most people who followed Gabe Newell's maritime profile knew about the Triton deep ocean submersible aboard his research vessel Octopus, the same sub that helped locate Paul Allen's sunken shipwreck discoveries. What fewer people tracked was the quiet transaction that expanded his fleet. In Newell's case, Mark Zuckerberg expanded his fleet with Wingman, formerly known as Dapple, and originally built for Gabe Newell, alongside the massive 80-meter support vessel U-81. The U-81 is where the engineering story gets interesting. when the tenders, submarines, and support craft stored aboard are deployed into the water. The enormous aft deck, cleared of all equipment, transforms into a full-sized outdoor basketball court. An $80 to $100 million support vessel that converts into a sports facility when you park the submarines. The vessel functions as both a logistics headquarters and an entertainment platform simultaneously, keeping the primary yacht operating at the level of a luxury resort rather than a maritime storage unit. For billionaires at this tier, support vessels aren't backup boats. They are the floating infrastructure that makes everything else possible. Number 2, the Abiona. The 75-meter Abiona marks the largest support vessel ever built by Damen Yachting, fitting as the custom project accompanies Oceanco's flagship and world's largest sailing yacht, the 125.8-meter Kourou. Abiona was launched in October 2023 at Vlissingen, the Netherlands, sporting a gray hull and features a helicopter hangar, a vast array of marine gear, and additional tenders and toys. The reason Abiona exists is geometrically simple and financially extravagant. The support vessel Abiona travels with the main Bezos yacht everywhere, carrying a helicopter specifically added for Lauren Sanchez, who loves flying. Kourou's towering masts on the world's largest sailing yacht make helicopter landings physically impossible on the primary vessel. The solution was not to compromise the yacht's design. The solution was to buy a second ship. At $75 million, Abiona is not a tender and not a lifeboat. It is a dedicated 75-meter vessel with a helicopter hangar, crew accommodation for 45 people, and a complete logistics operation, purchased specifically because the main yacht is too elegant to land aircraft on. This is what problem-solving looks like when the budget has no meaningful ceiling. The problem isn't solved, it's purchased around. But even a $75 million helicopter platform begins to feel almost practical compared to what reportedly shadowed into order next. Number 1. The Oceanco project. The most mysterious vessel on this list has no confirmed owner, no confirmed name, and a confirmed length that makes nearly every other superyacht on the water look like a tender by comparison. The 130-meter Oceanco project, reportedly commissioned during the Monaco Yacht Show and widely linked to tech billionaire Gabe Newell, would be the largest purpose-built support vessel ever conceived, longer than Jeff Bezos' primary sailing yacht Kourou at 125.8 meters. Let that scale settle for a moment. The support vessel is larger than the flagship it is designed to support. At an estimated construction cost of $150 to $200 million before a single custom tender or specialized system is installed, this project doesn't represent the next evolution of the shadow yacht category. It represents the category eating itself alive. A vessel this size carries helicopters, submarines, surface expedition vehicles, luxury tenders, and extensive support infrastructure across an operational range that exceeds most mid-tier navies. Its sheer scale suggests that whoever commissioned it is no longer thinking about supporting a yacht. They are thinking about operating an independent maritime platform that happens to accompany one. The true flex in modern billionaire maritime culture is no longer owning the biggest yacht at anchor in Monaco Harbor. Everyone can see the biggest yacht. The true flex is the vessel that nobody notices, the one operating in the shadows, carrying everything the flagship needs, solving every problem before it reaches the owner's awareness, and growing, with each new commission, a little larger and a little more capable than the ship it is supposed to be supporting. The shadow fleet is no longer in the shadow. It has simply become the fleet. And there you have it, the secret fleet of billionaire shadow vessels, proving that for the ultra-wealthy, one mega yacht is never enough. Which of these floating fortresses surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into hidden billionaire assets, hit that like button, subscribe for more elite engineering and luxury documentaries, and I'll see you in the next one.